of the dark side.
Greetings everyone! Wolf back here with another episode of Bedrock Minecraft. How's everyone doing? And here we are over at the spawn area. Now, last episode we took care of creating the top part of the spawn area section. As you can tell, I have a bit of a snow area. I just wanted to point out real quick that considering the level that I'm at, this water, since I'm in a snow area, it freezes. So I had to put in an extra glowstone here to prevent the water from freezing. Alright, just keep note of that. When I do the ice tray episode, I'll go over the freezing and stuff like that. Alright. Now, what I want to do here is, I've been making changes, working on the lower section. So let's go down to the lower section, and look what we got. Alright, now before it was really just the stairs that came down and these little sections that went over to each platform. As you can tell, I've been steadily increasing what I had in here. So, I'm going to change the nether portal site from where I have it to like over there on the ground to over here. And I haven't lit it yet because I want to make sure I match it up into the nether. And I sunk it down a little bit just to give it some character and stuff like that and whatnot. And then of course you can access the chests from anything that falls in from above. Alright, now I also added in this little feature here where you can see this water. Alright, so it's go into the water. See, we can see and stuff like that. Alright. And then of course I made this, which is actually water filled. I did have a salmon in here, but it kept freaking out when I got to the ends, so I'm not sure if it's too big or not. I'm gonna have to go to my warmer climate and try to get one of the smaller fish and test it out and see what happens. But I'd like to try to get a fish in here, so you know, and all these to swim back and forth. That's kind of the idea here. And then I started working on the outside section of the legs, the pillars that go up. And this is what I came up with so far. Alright. Just to give you an idea of what everything looks like from a distance. Let's get rid of that so you get a better look. Okay. As you can tell, instead of using the scaffolding, dirt was my ground level. Let's get a closer look at this. Alright. Here's some of the more closer look at the detail of what I'm putting in here. Right, this is actually a lava chute. There's going to be lava flowing here, in case you're wondering. And then once this layer is gone and I'm down to this layer here, I'll be over. This will be the lip and stuff like that as it continues to go downward. Alright. So that's where that stands. I'm going to show you what I did here using this section. Just wanted to quickly point out the inside here. Remember we had that little hole essentially when I went up to. I just filled it in with the smooth, or not smooth, polished andesite. That's that. It gives them that nice little look. Alright, then we get up to supplies, and then we'll start working on getting some of this stuff around here and showing you exactly how I got some of the details in place. Okay, let's first thing we want to do is I'm going to mark off where the remember we did the stairs going up. I already kind of have it marked off. Remember I started the walls. So this little section right here is right underneath where that you can see it right there, where the wall, the torch is on. Alright, so essentially I'm just going to mark out where the ring ends on this quarter from staircase to staircase. Now, This actually is a fairly simple technique, but to get the little lip thing, it's nothing more than simply doing. You're going to point to the bottom of the block, and you're going to place a right side up stair, and then immediately place a bottom side stair. And then you're going to turn. Now this is the key here to getting the proper turns in place, is turning when you need to. So when you get to an area where it's going to turn, you want to make sure you turn yourself. This guarantee. Wait, no, one more. Set. Don't do that. This guarantees that that turn will be in the proper place where you want it to be. So go here. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. It's a simple thing. It's a simple technique, but it can be challenging because if you're not paying attention, you may get a stone that turns the wrong way and it screws everything up. And sometimes you have to retake the whole thing down in order to get the turns to appear right. Sometimes you don't. It's a little temperamental. Oh, wait, turn. See right there? Luckily enough, it went back. Good. Okay. And what you're going to want to do from there, I'll do it from the side because I got the start already. Alright, now behind each of these upside down stairs, you're going to place a smooth or polished, I keep saying smooth, but it's polished andesite block. Okay, now that's in place. Let's finish off this little section here. I've already kind of started working on the decoration a little bit, so you know I have a staircase here. The granite, and then of course I'll be using polished. Alright, so how we do that is let's get the polished andesite. Oh, stuck on the wall. Up to our point. Wow, I'm just like placing wrong blocks all over the place here. Up to that point. Enough. Let's do the inside. Now, one of the reasons I was a little hesitant to show this is because I have to keep referencing back to myself to see what I did. So I'm going to be kind of running back and forth. So what we do is from the staircase, granite, polished granite, upside down stair, turn, upside down stair, and then just repeat the pattern. And then what we do to finish it off, we're going to just do granite, staircase there. Oh, I have it already. And then that goes there. That goes there. And I believe I'm going to replace that block there. So then we're going to take the granite walls and put them on top of, or underneath actually, the polished. I'm going to take the spruce leaves and add a little green coloring down in here. And that's that. That's that little section finished. Now what I also did was I did upside down stairs here into this formation here, starting out where the step first starts missing the open air spot right there. So I did 1, 2, turn, and then I did a turning section, turn there, and then I just put some bushwork like right in here. That gave me this effect. And then behind that, that's where I did the polished andesite going around. Alright guys. So that follows that whole line on both sets. Now, to get to the next rows, this whole section here would have to actually be filled up with a junk block of whatever you want. I believe I actually turn that into, yeah, so I gotta go see, I did your 1, 2, 3 solid blocks, solid block, and then the stairs. Okay, so that would be, so you have to disappear. I do have that there. Come down here. Stair, stair, and that gives us our little wing that connects the, like the step area with the saucer section, I guess, is of lack of any better word. And that gives us this little edge to work with. So, and then that actually will be switched out with, did I use polish? See, this is what I gotta do. I gotta go back and forth so I remember what I did. Yeah, I did use polish, so we'll fill that in one polish, do the same thing here. And then you just follow the line with upside down stairs. So we'll go here. Remember to turn yourself. It's easier to turn yourself than. Oh, wait, no, didn't need to turn that one yet. That one needs to turn. Yeah, you can get pretty dizzy doing this, that's for sure. There. And then, of course, now this section is going to match up to here. Alright. So we just do that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do that one more row down, and then it'll change up a little bit here. Alright, so it looks like this. I'm going to get this all filled in. I'm going to get this next layer, this layer right here, started, and you just, that layer just follows it all the way around, and then I'll be right back. It's now all filled in, alright? So, just want to point out, as we get down to this layer, and you get your junk blocks in, there's going to be 3 areas you don't fill in. You're going to have this like little section right here that is, you know, you can't really bend stairs around this little section. So all I usually do is I just fill it in with the regular stone block. Okay, and then in this section here where you see the 3, like this 3 block section, like right here, the center you're going to leave empty. And the reason for that is, just don't fall down, this right here, because that's where you're going to put your bucket of lava. It's going to go, it's actually going to be inside here and flow down, and it'll hide all this stonework in the back and everything like that. All right. So now the next thing we're going to work on is getting this section into place. All right, and I think the one thing I didn't grab were the walls. Let me grab those. So, give me those, and I'll make a couple more. Simple, simple. Give me that. Okay, that's in place now. Now, the easiest way to start this off is simply start with your nether brick. Now, I didn't go with the red one. This is the regular nether brick. Alright, the red one I'm planning on switching out down below. When I get to the next part of this, I'll show you that. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to create your lava chute. Missed it. Which is going to be right here in the back here, like that. Right? It's going to be a total of 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and of course the one I just replaced. And then on the face of that lava chute, right here, is where you're going to place 4 nether bricks. And then on those bricks itself, we're going to take netherrack fencing and follow it up. And then, like I said, the lava will flow right here between all this. Alright, then the next block over here, fill all this in. Okay, so the next block that goes here is going to be a polished andesite block. Alright. And then, let's see, that gets filled in, that gets filled in, and then the next one gets filled in. This is all junk, okay. Then it's a stone brick. And on those blocks, we're going to place 4 of the granite walls. And we just repeat, okay? So, now this part always, I always have to double check to make sure I'm doing it just right. And, oh, you know what? I reversed it. Ha, ha, ha. Well, see, I have to derp up at least one episode, so that's why I call it derping around. But this is the part you gotta be a little bit mindful because of the way I position certain blocks. Let's switch that out real quick, though. Or actually, I'll do it on this side. Okay. So we get this in place here. Because we know we're filling this all in. Okay. So you're actually going to be stone block there. And then it's going to be the polished andesite. Still put the walls here, like so. Okay. I'll switch that, don't worry about it. Okay, now. As you see, I already prepped all this. This has been changed out, so I got some polish in here to get a little bit of a differential in the block. Underneath this is the glowstone. This is the carpet trick. Alright, so to help with lighting and everything like that. And this stone wall actually will go all the way across because this right here is upside down stairs. Alright. The only one that has a bridge section is this one over here that connects this roadway that I created that patched the 3 tree farms together, alright? Otherwise, it's actually, there's no bridge sections to these 3 wings. So, what you're going to want to do then is where you have the wall sections here, alright, we're going to go 1 block up and do upside down stair. Then we're going to turn and go 1 more block, alright? So we're going to go there, turn, get that junk block in place, and go here, like so. And then this is going to bring brought around, say, come here. Alright. Uh-oh. See, that's what I'm saying. I went too fast on myself. These are actually supposed to be brick. Turn this section so you get that little section, missing section on the top or bottom portion of the stair in this case. And that allows you to get that little look. And then I need those kind of walls. So it's really, all this stuff is actually really simple. It's just a matter of doing it without killing yourself. Falling is not really a big deal in the game. It's just aggravating at times. You can collect all your stuff and whatever. And then you just put a andesite wall right there. And that actually creates the whole entire look. So you have this little lip section that kind of helps create like a saucer type like look. The polished andesite and 2 layers of stairs upside down that follows it all around, and then you create this like little lava chute section, and everything like that. And then eventually what I'll do is I'll get rid of all of this dirt, create a whole nother platform, and then begin working from underneath where we create this bottom section here. Okay, simple enough. So this is what the final product looks like to this point. And here's that underside thing. I don't know if you can see it from here. You can't really see it too because the dirt's in the way. Alright guys. Alright. And I got rid of all of the dirt all around, except for that little section right there. And instead of putting up a whole nother dirt layer, I just did a scaffolding thing here. I'm just going to show this one little corner. It's only a couple blocks. And then we'll be done with this episode. At least this portion of it anyway. Okay, so essentially all we really need to do is we've got to just get this down one more block. So we're going to place a brick there, polished here. Alright. Actually, that can be I believe that can be a junk block. That can go there. So we'll put a junk block there and a junk block there. Now, what we're going to do from this area here, now remember you can squat on just not where that middle section is. So we're going to put, starting from here, and see it did turn, I was afraid of that one. Alright, so let's get you out of here. Point to the top, there we go. So we're going to come out two, and we got to be careful not there. Turn it. We're going to turn again, point to the top section of that junk block there. Turn it again. That leaves a little bit of a hole here. I'll explain why we're doing that. And then of course I need my blocks coming down here in here so I can get you in place, and that'll turn automatically. Okay, so that gives us our little shelf section right there. And then what we're going to do from there is actually I do need one more junk block. Can I get in there? There. Because I'm going to put regular another brick there, two. Same thing on the side, which means I gotta get over in this corner here and place you there. Another brick here. So now we look like this. Alright. And then we're going to take this red nether brick and we put a junk block there so I can place it. And I'm going to put it right underneath where that hole is supposed to go. Like so. Alright. So let's get up here. So here's that lava chute, and underneath is where that red brick is going to go. This is going to be important because what's going to happen is, switch out here, you're going to leave this here, and we're going to create, alright, I can't get to it. I'll just do it. Nope, it won't let me. Well, anyway, there's a block that has to go right here, adjacent here. So there you have a hole here and a hole here. So what happened is the lava will come down, hit this block, and offshoot to both sides here. And it'll continue down a pillar that I'm going to be creating, which will be in the next episode. Alright, guys? And that's basically all how you create the wing little section here, and then you're done with it. So that's that. And that's what I have so far for the lower section of the spawn area. And then hopefully in the next episode we will be filling out the rest of this all the way down to the bottom. Alright guys, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Y'all take care now. Bye.